What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Sergeant Moose here, back with another The Texas Chainsaw Massacre video. And in today's video, guys, I want to talk about the most recent dev stream. Of course, we had Wes Keldner and Matt talking about the future of the game and some things we can expect down the line. Now, it was a pretty lengthy stream, guys, but we picked through some of the biggest questions and answers that were answered for the game regarding the future. So without further ado, we've compiled them together. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're just going to jump straight into it because the whole intention of this video is to make it a lot shorter so we can put them together quickly for you guys and not make it as long as what the stream was, because there was quite a bit of filler stuff in there as well. But first and foremost, guys, one of the biggest questions asked were the long-term plans of the game. Now, before the game was released, they also did another stream, if you guys remember that, like the meta perk stream that they did before the game was released. And they were asked the same question, and they did say that they'd see how the game looked with after a year to 18 months, you know, things like that. See how well the player base is doing, you know, the income that they're making as well, and they'll continue making content. Well, they do say in this recent video that they have 6 to 9 months of planned content. Now, I'm not exactly sure what that means, because we are 3 months into the game, guys. We did have one DLC so far, which was all cosmetic based. Of course, we know that we've had the teaser for Nancy and Danny and the new map, and that is also confirmed as well. We'll get into that here in just a bit. But they do have 6 to 9 months of planned content. So how many DLCs does that mean? I'm not exactly sure, but they're going to take a look, of course, at how the player base is doing, if the game's still alive, if it's still going, you know, they have enough players buying content, then they'll continue making content, you know, as long as people are playing and keeping the servers up, essentially. So, as of right now, set in stone, we have 6 to 9 months of planned content. Another big question that I saw in the stream, guys, were events and daily challenges. This is one that I've also had before the game even came out. I think multiplayer games, especially ASIM games, thrive on daily challenges, daily and weekly challenges. It kind of influences players to play different characters that they may not be comfortable with, and learn different characters. And I think challenges are just really good for, you know, the grinding portion of the game, and keeps people coming back to play and have a reason to play every day. So they did mention that, yes, they do have plans for both events and daily challenges. Of course, with the little bit of a rocky start that we had there with the crossplay issues and things like that, it's taking them a little longer than what they had hoped, but they're working the kinks out, and there will be more down the line regarding challenges and events. So you can expect that as well. Also, guys, if you're like me and you've been 99 for a few months now, and you're wondering, will there be a level cap increase? That has also been confirmed, guys. They are in discussion with a level cap increase. They also did talk about the possibility of a prestige system within the game. So hang tight. If you're sitting at level 99, you have a bunch of skill points, and you're wondering, where do I go from here? I've hit a brick wall. There will be eventually a level cap increase. They didn't give a set release date on that yet, but they are working on it. Now, this one was huge for me, guys, and I'm really excited to hear about this. This whole stream was really big because there was a lot of really, really big burning questions answered that we were kind of unsure about, up in the air about. But will there be in-game currency in the future for unlockables and unlockable cosmetics in the game? And the answer is yes. They have listened to the community, ladies and gentlemen, and they do plan on implementing an in-game currency that we can earn by playing the game to unlock specific cosmetics. Now, will these be the same cosmetics that we can also buy with money, but use an alternate in-game currency? I'm not sure. They may be just cosmetics locked to in-game currency, but either way, this is how asymmetrical games thrive. This is how they stay alive, is by rewarding people for playing the game, essentially. So this is huge. This is massive. I'm glad they've made this decision. We will be getting in-game currency soon. Now, this is the big one, guys. This is to echo what we talked about at the beginning of the stream. The next map and killer and victim, or should I say family, victim and map release date. They did not give an exact date, guys, but they said it will be in our hands by the end of the month. So if we're looking at today's November 11th, so we're looking at within the next less than 3 weeks maximum, we will be receiving the DLC, which is huge. And it's not only just the family, the victim, and the map, but we're also going to be receiving a huge patch as well. And who knows, we may even see some other stuff. I was kind of getting some subliminal messages, maybe a little tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist type stuff with Wes and some of his gestures that he was making talking about things. I think they have some big things planned, guys. I really, really do. Big things that they can't really talk about right now, but I really think there's some big stuff coming, man, and I'm excited for it. Now, this is one that may disappoint quite a few of you. Now, this one really doesn't bother me as much as it does other people, because I have played games in the past that have implemented a code system to where, you know, you brought a code up on your screen and you gave it to another player on another platform and they could join your game. So a lot of people have asked for a friends list, and this is coming from a lot of folks that have played Evil Dead the game, or even Dead by Daylight, where you could just simply go into the game itself. You can add a player by their name no matter what platform they're on, and they will be on a friends list, and from there you can just simply invite them. They did make it clear, guys, that that is not happening, and that it's not in any immediate plans or anything like that to implement a friends list in this game. So if that's something you're expecting soon, it's probably not going to happen. Wes did mention that it is very difficult to implement a friends list, and it does take a long time. He did say it can take up to a year to get everything done and finalized, because you have to go through a third party that everybody would have to sign into. Of course, you know, a lot of these games use Epic Games to create a main account on that, and then branch out your sub account to each platform. That's how you can get a friends list going for cross-platform. He mentioned that he doesn't even like the idea of that. He doesn't like the idea of having to sign up for a third-party platform to be able to implement a friends list, so I don't expect this to be coming anytime soon, or even if at all. Next, guys, I wanted to throw this in there, and there's reasoning for this. There is a lot of you simps out there for Johnny. There's a lot of simps out there in this game for all the characters. Of course, you hear me talking about Julie and Connie all the time. But there will be a shirtless Johnny. It is confirmed in the game. But this takes me back to Dead by Daylight, when everybody was asking for shirtless David, and they did eventually do that. It sounds like the same thing's happening with this game. They did confirm shirtless Johnny, and it may even be at the end of the month. The way they were kind of talking, I'm thinking it might be at the end of the month with the DLC. I don't know, but it is guaranteed coming in the future. So, with that said, guys, just saying, you know, Friday the 13th, they had the swimsuit pack. Throw us a bone. You know what I mean? Give us something for Julie and Connie. Just saying. But I wanted to throw that out there. Now, another big one again, guys, is other licenses. Now, they really didn't say much more regarding other licenses in this stream as they did in the previous stream before the game launched. Nothing's set in stone. Nothing's confirmed. Of course, we did see that photo online of Chop Top. He was in Bill Moseley. He was in Gun Studios with Wes Keltner. They were having some conversation. He was there for some reason. We don't know. Maybe he was just there to hang out. Who knows? But there was a picture snapped of them, and it has everybody wondering, of course, getting their tinfoil hats on, including myself, wondering if Chop Top's coming to the game, which would mean they indeed secured the licenses for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Now, Wes did not confirm any of that. They were kind of joking about Chop Top a little bit, saying how they would like to have him in the game. They didn't confirm anything, but he did mention that they would like to have all of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films included in the game. It's simple as that. It sounds simple on paper, but of course, most of us know by now that when different franchises, different game, or should I say films, are tied to different IP holders, it can be very, very difficult to go through all of them IP holders to obtain a license. As Wes said, everybody has their hands out, they're wanting money, and it can be difficult. So we don't know for sure, but I honestly, in my opinion, guys, I think they're trying. I think they are trying to get other licenses within the game. And they also did mention, and I agree with it too, is there may be some conflict and continuity there too with other licenses, because this game, of course, is set as a prequel to the original film. So it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to have, 2022 characters or even 2003 characters in the game. It would be kind of weird, so it would be interesting how they would implement that. But they're looking at it. That's all I can say right now. That's all they really said, so no really confirmation on that just yet. Next, guys, we have more mocap. This is huge for me. I don't know if other people noticed this as well, but Wes said that they are getting ready to head back to the mocap studio. Now, that's big. That could mean a lot of things. That could mean executions. Of course, it's probably going to mean executions. That could mean more special kills, gallow kills. That could mean more mocap for family members, more voiceover, all that stuff. So they did confirm that they are doing more mocap, and that is massive for me because I was thinking about this in the past. You know, if they take some ideas from the community and things like that for executions, they're going to have to mocap it because that's how this game is. Every execution, cinematic like that is mocap. So the only way they can put stuff like that in the game is if they physically get into the mocap studio and do stuff like that. But they are, so that has me really excited. Now, last but not least, guys, this one was also huge for me. And again, this is part of Gun listening to the community. Will there be a single-player mode in this game? And the answer is yes. It has been confirmed, guys. We are getting a mode similar, if you're familiar with Friday the 13th, the game, we're getting a mode similar to the virtual cabin. It's sort of like a museum. You can go around, check things out, look at lore, kind of just at your own pace, and enjoy everything at your own leisure. So I am super excited about that. And Wes also did say that he has the same team that worked on the virtual cabin in Friday the 13th, working on this single-player mode in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I'm super pumped about that, guys. But these are the biggest questions that I got from their Q&A that they did. And just by, this 12-minute video that we're doing here right now, these are some massive questions and has me really pumped and excited for the future of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Man, we're not even 3 months in yet, guys, and the future is looking very bright. So I know tensions can be high within the community, but I will say just hang in there. Gun clearly is listening to the community. Again, they are a small publisher. Suma's a small developer, but they are working on getting things out, man, so hang tight. Really loving the future of this, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. I hope it broke it down for you pretty easily. But with that said, guys, if you did, feel free to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My name's Sergeant Moose. For all things the Texas Chainsaw Massacre content, feel free to drop a like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.